reading the book, even though you are often, like, moaning each other and being grumpy to whatever, you do share the same sixth sense of humour, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, we are... I think we definitely share a sense of humour, and we are very, very close. And it was that's why it was so nice writing the book, because we were able to kind of reminisce and share memories and stuff.
And what else do you think you've inherited from your father?
Well, I think I've been quite unlucky in the inheritance stakes because I have because I've got bad eyesight, so I can't see. I wear.
You can't see anything.
I do, and my skin, I burn.
He burns easily. He always tells everybody about that.
Yes,
but he never mentions the good things that he's inherited from his father.
Like what?
You know. I have to tell you, Alan.
No, you don't.
Extremely well hands.
You know what? Teachers get respected in any other cultures, but just not Brits, do we? We can't stand them, especially supply teachers.
Yeah.
Poor old supply teachers, do you remember? And they come and take the register. What's your name? Paul Mycock and all that.
Paul Mycock, yeah.
Yeah, Paul Mycock. I mean, we were so vile to them. Do you know what this girl did in our class, Becky? We were 3 floors up doing science, as a supply teacher. We were so rowdy, she went out. Becky ran 3 floors down, laid on the pavement outside. And when the supply teacher came back, Becky's jumped out the window. Can you imagine the supply teacher coming and going, what the fuck?
Talk like that.
That is how you talk.
This is what it's like in the book, isn't it? This is what it's like, I do not talk like that. Yes, you do.
Do I talk like that, Alan?
It's better than your impression of me, which is just totally unacceptable whenever you do stories about me.
Well, because you're all sort of, oh, hello, I'm Jack
What?
I'm very charming and lovely, and I speak so beautifully, and I'm so funny and all that
Not
stuff.
how I talk, and I don't do this.
Well, you're quite camp.
I mean, how much did that go? Because we all know you went to a posh school, weren't it? I mean, how bad was bullying at your school? Because the thing is, posh people can't really come up with, like, good names, so they just stick an O at the end or a Y, like... I'd be like, Caro, or Carry. Like, I was Fat Puff. So I went to a normal school.
Yeah. We had a nasty... I had a horrible bully at my school called Atticus Montague Hoy, and he, I don't know why you're laughing. He was brutal. So we had the best nickname we had at someone at my school. I saw him the other day, because that is the worst bit of bullying you can get when you're a kid, is a nickname, because the nickname sticks with you. Like, if someone punches, you get a bruise, that heals. A nickname's there forever. Yeah. I saw this guy. I bump into him on the street, and he's, like, grown up now. He has a job. He's married. I was like, oh, my God, Cam, how are you? It was like, you still called Cam? He was like, yeah, everyone still calls me Cam. And he's been called Cam for, like, 10 years. 10 years, he's grown up, he's moved on with his life. The reason he is called Cam is because on the first day of school, when he turned up to school and his mum dropped him off, she had a camel toe. 10 years! 10 years! That's following around.
People need to move on.
I know! 10 years of that, his mum's camel toe following him round. It's awful!
What was the book? You're doing a chat show together?
We are.
We're doing...
We are.
Back chat?
Yes, but I wouldn't be worried. I think it's going to be a bit of a car crash.
No, it won't. It'll be great.
It'll be a joyful car crash, hopefully. But,
The only problem with it is on BBC Three.
Don't.
What?
We love
I
BBC
thought it was
Three.
going to be on Radio 3, so I said, absolutely, let's
Because
do
you
it.
know BBC Three is, like, young and trendy, and no offence, Lily Allen, you ain't.
No. I don't know who Lily Allen is.
I mean, how's this chat show going to work? Are you going to have to tell him who some of the guests are?
Yes, I'm quite nervous bringing my dad on a chat show, because the first time I ever did a chat show, I was on the sofa and I was with the rapper Usher.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
one of the most famous, like, music artists in the world, and he was in the green room there as my guest, because I thought it'd be lovely to bring you along. Usher was there with his entourage, he was wearing his shades, looking really cool. I introduced my dad to him, I was like, Dad, this is Usher. He asked Usher for directions to his seat. He thought Usher was an Usher.
Oh, my God, Michael!
I think you've got to do the Alan Carr Gin and Tonic Challenge, please.
It's a cross between, you know, Neck Nominate and the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh, yes, there we are.
It's a bucket of G&T.
So
Who should we nominate? Who should we nominate?
What, we nominate someone else?
No, I can't
this
do a
at home?
bottle of gin. It's just a fun little sip thing.
OK. That is very strong.
The ratio of gin to tonic has sort of taken the enamel off my teeth. That ain't going to catch on, is it?
No.
That is not going to catch on.
Does anyone have an ice and slice?
This is Chatty now. What do you think? What have you been up to this summer? Tell me everything.
Being worried that my photographs will now appear in the cloud.
Oh, my God, iCloud!
I don't even know how that works, but I'm scared. Did you see the photographs?
Yeah, I tried to look for them, yeah.
You're not meant to look for them. That's morally reprehensible. You're meant to be shown... I look for them as well. But there's some shocking
You know that
stuff.
paperclip from Word turned up with a hard-on?
Anyway, so he's there in this hotel room and he storms across. He's shouting at this German couple. He's getting so angry and animated that the towel around his waist falls away. So he's completely in the buff. At the last minute, he manages to get the book that he's holding in front of himself to cover his modesty. The Germans slam the door shut, terrified. He turns back round, very triumphant. We look down. We noticed that the book he'd used to cover himself...
is Ian Kershaw's biography of Hitler. Very funny. But, interestingly, in 2 volumes. And if he'd been in that situation, he would have needed both volumes.
Please, this is a family show. Has the book brought you together? Has it been cathartic for you?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've enjoyed the process of it. And it's just nice, because, you know, I go off and I do tours and I'm quite busy, and so it's such a lovely way to be able to spend time with my dad, because I do love him. And it's nice to...
I love him, too.
This has turned into, like, Oprah.
Now kiss. Now kiss.
I love him, I love him, I love him!
Isn't that lovely? And as well as...
It's scary, then.
Now, did you have any dirty photos on your iCloud, genuinely?
No, I did have a thing. This actually happened a couple of months ago. My friend called me up and he was like, there's this photograph going around Twitter and it's on this account that's it's called Shamed Celebrities, and they say it's your knob. And they said it was a dick pic, and I was like, I've never taken a dick pic before in my life. And I was angry. I was like, how dare they be sending this photograph around saying that is me, because it's not me. I was like, I'm going to have to contact a lawyer. I'm going to have this bloody site shut down. I found it. I clicked on it. Oh, my God, it was like a butcher's arm. It definitely wasn't my penis, but I thought if they want to say that's mine, then I'm fine. Retweeting it, it's my profile.
Now, this summer, you've also been filming the new series of Bad Education.
Yep.
That starts on BBC 3 next week. I love it. You've just got it... Genuinely made me laugh, which is good for a comedy. Yeah. But you got the characters out what it's like in schools and stuff. Yeah. You got it just right.
Well, we didn't try and make it authentic, and so I went and sort of observed quite a lot of classes and hung around schools. That's important. I was given permission. I didn't just turn up. But I do think... How did I say that? I was invited by teachers to come down and observe classes. I didn't hang around schools. And talking to other teachers and trying to make sure that we got the right kind of energy for an actual classroom.
Because a lot of the teachers that are, like, you see on Educating Yorkshire and Educating the East End, they're, like, really, like, amazing teachers. But your character, Alfie Wicks, is a bit of a bellend.
Yeah. He's not great. He is not great. But I think his heart's in the right place.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, I love those shows, the Educating Yorkshire and the East End. They're so good. And I don't want to go all Piers Morgan here, but I do think, in a way, like... I don't know. I feel a great affinity to teachers. I think they do an amazing job. And, you know, when a teacher says they watch my show and they enjoy it, that really makes me happy, because I do think that, you know, they're underpaid, you know, they get a lot of shit, there's loads of terrible things that they have to deal with, but they get on with it and they do an amazing job. And, I love the teachers.
It's a very odd name.
So we've got, like, we're recording the first one, and we've got, like, you know, Jeremy Paxman, who he...
Well, he's a first-rate man.
Yes. But then we've got Geordie Shore as well.
I have no idea who they are.
Geordie Shore, it's a show.
I thought it was a thing like Coast, you know, one of those documentaries. Newcastle coastline.
Yeah, but with more sex.
Yeah, it is. It could be on the Discovery Channel, to be fair.
Oh, God.
But we did a thing as well. We filmed a thing the other day for the show where we thought, you know, as you say, BBC Three, young channel, it's going to be in HD. I thought it would be a really nice thing to take my father to a plastic surgeon. Just to see whether there's anything he could do.
It is harsh.
No, it's a gift. It's a nice thing to do.
He knows how to hurt.
But he derailed the whole thing, because he spent the whole consultation, instead of talking about Botox treatments, which is why we were there, he kept asking about the silicone breast implants. That's all he wanted to know about.
For Hillary?
No way! No,
Look,
we didn't just say that.
Hillary's got lovely breasts. I mean, that whole... But I thought that she might like a little bit of, you know, a little extra treat for Christmas. Give her these 2 implants to put in her bra. So that but, I mean, that's what how I thought it worked. I didn't realise that you had to sort of do other things. I thought it was just something you slipped into a brassiere.
A brassiere?
Yes.
He is so BBC Three.
Yeah.
Now, moving on away from your wife's tits.
No, I mean...
Fresh meat started the other day.
Yeah.
I've got to ask you about that scene. Was that a proper erection you were wearing? Or did you do a Daniel Day-Lewis method acting thing?
We had this scene. I knew we had this scene. And I said to the guy there, the costume guy, and he's like old kind of Canal Street, Manchester Gate scene.
Yeah.
And I said, what have you got for me to put down there? And it was like that scene in James Bond where Bond visits Q, as he just opened up this suitcase. He had the biggest array of rubber penises I have ever seen in my life. I ended up using, like, a big kind of black strap-on phallus, and I was in it for the whole day, because this scene took the whole day to film. It was the day when all of the Channel 4 executives, the head of Objective, that make the company, everyone came down to set. So I was greeting, like, the head of Channel 4 with a black strap-on going, hello, I'm Jack. I started like, waggling around everywhere. Awful.
We've got to take a break there, loves. Join us again in a couple of minutes. We'll now be chatting some more with Jack and his dad, and Robin Thicke will be here. See you in part 4.